my incredible friends here.
Roshan Kumar Singh, who is also pursuing Bachelor's of Media Science.
I am Priya Prasad from BBA Digital Marketing first year.
I am Ayush Verma from BBA Digital Marketing first year.
And we are responsible for taking you through this day. Thank you so much, guys. Before we start with the presentations prepared by our very hardworking students, I would like to introduce you to our esteemed guest for the day, Mr. Ravindra Jain, a very distinguished social worker. We also have Dr. Feroz Mohammed, Dean of School of Design and Media. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. Today we have wonderful presentations from 3 incredible departments: Bachelor's of Business Administration in Accountancy, Taxation and Auditing, Bachelor's of Business Administration in Entrepreneurship, and Bachelor's of Business Administration in Global Business. As we embark on the first session of InSkills First Impression, I cordially invite our very beautiful InSkills co-founder, Gitanjali ma'am, for enlightening us about the core matters of InSkills. May I please have you, ma'am?
A warm welcome to all our parents, the most prized for all of us. We are overjoyed to have you here, and our heartiest welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Ravindra Jain. Sir has been a source of inspiration to many of us here. He's a social activist, he's a Toastmaster, and much, much more than that. So, sir, you're welcome. Among us, we would also like to honor our Dean of Media Science, Dr. Feroz. With us, we have a team member and my co-partner, I would say my partner, Mr. Dinesh Tiwari. The ever-supportive Mr. Shivam Thapa, and the entire student crew. We would also like to acknowledge our thanks to Surendra sir, Pranay sir, and Dhananjay sir, who's everybody who's in here to make this session possible. InSkills is a student-led soft skills program, and we are working as a team to pave a pathway of success for all the students of Inspiria. As adults, we know what success is because we have had our share of lessons on success and failures. So success isn't to be at the top. Success isn't to come first in class. Success is not 9 GPA, and success is not 99%. Success for us, for InSkillers, is empowerment and the responsibility that we have towards everybody who's working with us. And hence, after completing our first course, which was on effective communication, the InSkillers are ready to showcase and share their experiences with their parents who have been ever supportive to us through first impression. We must remind ourselves that the most beautiful things in life, including us, have irregularities. So today, we are not looking for the perfect presentation, but we are looking in how well the students have worked in these 2.5 weeks to bring together a team. We would want to see synchronization. We would want to see how they're supportive of each other. And that is what is going to be the first impression all about. So ladies and gentlemen, we begin our session with the BBA ATA, that is Auditing, Taxation and Accounting. So you're all once again welcome to InSkills. With this, I hand over the session back to the host, Ms. Preeti.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A career in accountancy, taxation and auditing is a good choice if you are interested in the finance and internal functioning of a company. Well, if this sounds attention worthy to you, May I please call upon our first presenters from Bachelors of Business Administration in Accountancy, Taxation and Auditing, shortly abbreviated as BBA ADA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team 1.
About 9 years ago, a movie director, Christopher Nolan, made a movie, Interstellar, where on a big screen we visited other planets of the universe. Planets where waves are bigger than mountains, strange terrains, black holes, and their secrets too. Space. It reminds me of the first animal who took an orbital space flight, dog Laika, the first person to walk on the moon, Neil Armstrong. Whenever I read about the missions of ISRO or see mind-blowing images of NASA's James Webb Telescope, a question pops on my mind. When are we going to travel on space? Maybe soon. Greetings everyone and a very good morning to all of you. We group of students are very pleased to present a presentation on space exploration. I am Muskan Gupta with my teammates Aparna Jaina, Shruti Prasad and Prince Kumar. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe was created with tiny, dense fireball that exploded, which made multiple planets, and among those planets, Earth was discovered. Let me tell you a little bit more about Laika. Laika was a Soviet space dog who was one of the first animals in space. A stray mongrel from the street of Moscow. She flew aboard the Sputnik 2 spacecraft about 3rd November in 1957. As the technology to deorbit had not yet been discovered, Laika's survival was never expected. She died of overheating hours into the flight onto the space fourth orbit.
As we peer into the cosmic abyss, we encounter the mysterious gatekeepers of infinity, the black hole. Imagine a star, once brilliant and fiery, now exhausted and collapsing under its own weight. These cosmic vacuum cleaners devour everything in their way, including light. Yes, light, the fastest traveler in the cosmos, surrenders to its gravitational embrace. When a core of a star collapses, and if it's massive enough, it forms a black hole. These cosmic vacuum cleaners suck matter into an infinitely dense point called the singularity. Around this singularity swirls the event horizon, an invisible boundary beyond which escape becomes impossible. Now, black hole also comes in flavors like stellar black hole, intermediate black hole, and supermassive black hole. Back in May last year, we received the very first image of our very own black hole, Sagittarius A star. It is 27,000 light years away from us and appears to us in the shape of a donut. Now imagine taking a picture of a donut on the moon. You need a big camera. That was exactly what was done by linking together 8 radio observatories to form one Earth-sized telescope. Isn't it fascinating? Yes. Now, have you ever wondered what would happen if by any chance you got sucked into a black hole?
That's a good question.
Yes, let me tell you, you would become a noodle.
What?
Yes, a noodle. When the gravitational forces of the black hole stretch you out into a noodle and you become a cosmic spaghetti. Yes, this phenomena is known as spaghettification.
Black hole, isn't it interesting? Space, Antariksh, Brahmand, beyond and beyond and beyond. To explore this endless thing that is space, ISRO and NASA commenced many projects and satellites to send in the space. Some satellites are Chandrayaan-3. It was the third mission of Chandrayaan program, which was launched on 14th July 2023 and successfully landed on 23rd August 2023, which make India's fourth country to land on the moon and the first country to land on the south pole of the moon. Second, India's first mission to dedicate Sun is Aditya L1, which was launched on 2nd September but haven't reached to its destination. The upcoming mission are Journey to Hell and Vyomanauts. ISRO is planning Journey till Venus. The word Journey to Hell is given because Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. No one knows what will happen there. ISRO is also planning to send 2 to 3 humans in space. Those humans will be known as Vyomanauts. The word Vyomanauts comes from the word Vyoma, which means sky. Do you want to know what NASA have done for space?
Yeah, sure.
Artemis 1, the moon orbiting mission. It was a moon orbiting mission sent by NASA. The upcoming missions are cargo to moon and flight to International Space Station. NASA is planning to build a robotic lander which will go to moon and find the resource. NASA is also planning to build a spacecraft which will be capable for astronaut carrying in and out of International Space Station.
When you look up to the sky, what do you see? You see the constellation of stars. Among those, there are some planets in our habitable zone. Our solar system plays a symphony of planets. Let's begin with our Sun, our radiate conductor. Around its planet's orbit, our solar system plays a symphony of planets. Let's begin with Sun, our radiate conductor. LHS 475b. It is a terrestrial planet orbiting with the star LHS 475, which is about 40.7 light years away from the Earth in the constellation of Octanes. It was the first extrasolar planet to be confirmed by James Webb Space Telescope. Next we have TOI 700d. It is nearly Earth-sized exoplanet orbiting within the habitable zone of Red Dwarf TOI 700. It is roughly 101.4 light years away from the Earth in the constellation of Dorado. It was discovered by Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. Last but not the least, the James Webb Space Telescope. It is a space telescope designed to conduct infrared astronomy. It is an instrument which allows us to view objects too old, distinct, or faint for Hubble Space Telescope.
Space exploration has been one of the greatest achievements of human civilization. From the launch of Sputnik in 1957 to the landing of Chandrayaan-3 in 2023, we have made a remarkable progress in our understanding of the universe.
One of the most unique things about space exploration is that it has the potential to bring people together. It is a common goal that can unite people from different countries
And backgrounds.
It also helps us appreciate the fragility of our planet and the need to protect it. As we continue to explore space, we should remember that we are all a part of the same human family and that we share a common destiny.
With this, we come to an end of our presentation. Thank you.
Wow, that was an amazing presentation. Thank you so much, Team 1, for expanding our horizons and taking us on a celestial journey. Your insights have truly been out of this world. Next, we will be finding out the mysteries of undiscovered scientific wonders from our very own country, India. I am excited to introduce our next team to take us on an intriguing journey into unknown Indian scientific discoveries. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Team 2.
Have you ever wondered who truly unrevealed the secrets of gravity? In schools, everyone amongst us have studied about a man who sat under an apple tree and an apple fell on him and so discovered the gravitational force in the year 1680s. We all know him as Sir Isaac Newton. But what if I tell you that there was someone who discovered gravity about 1100 years before Sir Isaac Newton? Today, I, Nisha Gupta, along with my team, Vipasha Shorkar, Sabitendra Roy, and Rupa Karmakar, is here to awaken you about the history of our country, the uncredited contributions Indians shaping the world's progress. Let's begin from ancient India, which has contributed a lot in the fields of astronomy, astrology, mathematics, physics, and so many other fields much before the world. Many innovations and discoveries were made in India, but credit was always given to someone who stole our theories and discoveries. One such example is the law of gravity.
Yes, when we talk about gravity, we remember Sir Isaac Newton and his apple theory. But do you know, in 628 CE, Brahmagupta first described about gravity as an attractive force and termed it as Gurutva Akarshanam in Sanskrit, to describe it. He also mentioned in one of his sayings, bodies falls toward the earth as it is the nature of the body to attract it, just as it is the nature of the water to flow. Later, after 500 years, another Indian astrologer named Bhaskaracharya continued the process of Brahmagupta and contributed in Surya Siddhanta. In Surya Siddhanta, he explained about Earth's gravitational force. That is, the Earth has mutual attraction between the planets that allow themselves to finally inside the planet.
That is how great our history is.
Moksha Pradhan. Have you ever heard about this term? Well, it is actually a game. What if I say we all grew up by playing this game? From children to elders, 90s to new dates, everyone has played it, or even have heard about it. The game starts with 1 and ends in 100, and in each step lies a great risk. Astonished, right? Well, it is actually snakes and ladders. But when the British colonial rule encountered the game in India, it adapted it and brought it back to England in the 19th century. The game went under several modifications, including the introduction of snakes and ladders. Yes, it is actually true. Moksha Pradhan, which was originally made in India, is now called as snakes and ladders in all over the world. As a result, the Western version gained much more importance and popularity, and the Indian rules of the game was overlooked and explicitly credited.
Interesting. So, how many years back do you think the concept of aeroplane was made? Any guesses? It was made about 7,000 years ago by a sage Bharadwaj in his scriptures. And taking that concept forward, an Indian Vedic scholar, Shivkar Bapuji Talpade, invented world's first unmanned aircraft in 19th century, and that too before Wright brothers.
And not just this, there have been a lot many inventions which we are unaware of.
India has made many notable inventions, but why India has not always received global recognition? As our team spoke about the unknown facts that are the aeroplane, the law of gravity, and the snake and ladder game. So why India was always lacking behind? It is because of the cultural biasness, where the Western has always dominated and overshadowed our contribution. Sir Isaac Newton, he is renowned worldwide. But how many Indians do know about Bhaskaracharya and Brahmagupta? How many Indians do know about Shivkar Bapuji Talpade? Do we? No, we don't. It is because of the communication emphasis, educational barriers, platform recognition has always pulled our hand down. India, with its rich culture and diverse history, has always craved for credit. So audience, what can be done for this? We fold our hair, showing our little effort to make people know what India has lost behind. It is very essential to acknowledge and celebrate our contribution to ensure comprehensive and accurate growth of innovation.
It turned heavy, right? Let's make it a quick fun with a question and answer session. So Rupa, who discovered gravity? Sir Isaac Newton?
Nisha, originally it was discovered by Bhaskaracharya and Brahmagupta.
Correct. So the next question goes to Vipasha. Vipasha, what was the other name of the game, the snake and ladder?
Audience, was it Moksha Patham? Yes, it is.
Nice. Okay, so...
Oh, hold on Nisha. My last question goes to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Who invented the first aeroplane?
It was Shivkar Bapuji Talpade.
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
So with this, we come to the end of our presentation.
Thank you.
Now that is what we call an amazing presentation. Team 2, I shall remember your presentation every time I play the game of snakes and ladder. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Preeti. Let's continue with the session and invite Team 3 to help us explore a vital feature of corporate reporting. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team 3.
Imagine a world where businesses prioritize not only just profit, but also well-being of the environment and communities. Today, we'll dive into the exciting world of ESG and discover its potential. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we present a presentation on ESG accounting. Now,
let me introduce my team members. I, Bipasha Gupta, with my team members Lamjingla, Shreya, Priya, and Shubhankar. Without further delay, let's talk about what is ESG. ESG refers to the environmental, social, and governance information about a firm. Companies are increasingly being evaluated not only just their financial performance, also how well they manage this environmental, social, and governance factors. So now the question arises, why is it important? ESG is important because it goes beyond just making money, also building a sustainable, responsible, and ethical businesses that not just only profit their companies, also their investor, customer, employee, and at world at large.
Have you ever noticed that the world is undergoing rapid change from societies and economics and the environment that surrounds us? So, the reason behind choosing this topic, choosing the topic of ESG accounting is like picking a subject that helps us to understand how companies are doing good for the environment, treating people well, and managing themselves responsibly. It states that ESG should focus on each 3Ps and not just profit. 3Ps stand for people, planet, and profit. Here's an overview of each component of ESG accounting: environmental, social, and governance. For more understanding, let us go in detail. Environmental. Environmental factors involve consideration of an organization's overall impact on the environment and the potential risks and opportunity it faces because of environment issues such as climate change and measures to protect natural resources. Climate change. Assessing a company's effort to mitigate climate change, including greenhouse gas emission, renewable energy, and wastage. Resource management. Measuring the use of natural resources such as land and water and effort to reduce resource consumption.
Let's keep the momentum going. I've got some really interesting stuff to share with you all. So, do you have any idea how a company manages its relationship with its workforce? This is the central question behind the S in the ESG accounting, the social aspect of sustainable accounting. Social factor address how a company manages its relationship with different group of people, employees, customer, suppliers, community member, and more. As of India, the S in the ESG accounting is the promotion of responsible supply chain practice. Companies have started to embrace such practices, have started to recognize the fair and ethical treatment of their workers throughout the supply chain practice. These measures include such as ensuring safe working conditions, fair wages, and prohibiting child labor. Isn't it good that companies have started to recognize this importance and started to build business environment? Now let's dive deeper into G in the ESG, that stands for governance. Governance refers to how a company address and manage and structure in place to ensure accountability, transparency, and ethical behavior. Good governance helps to create a strong foundation for companies. Additionally, regulatory bodies such as Securities and Exchange Board of India have created and implemented guidelines for companies to practice good governance. Isn't it great that companies have started this?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we are talking about ESG accounting, the question might pop in your mind that should ESG accounting replace traditional accounting? So let's talk about that. Calling all financial, let's discuss about the traditional methods of accounting method, whether it is cover the full picture of traditional methods. Okay, now as ESG strategy is an organizational wide approach that adjusts a business of or a company's environmental, social, and governance practices to increase business sustainability, which is important, right? Now more than ever, the business or a company's growth and success are directly tied to a solid state of ESG strategy, which also involves conducting a business in a way that provides long-term value without the negative effects, and also it minimizes the effect. It is right? Now let's move on to the good ESG strategy. As we talked about the ESG strategy, let's move to good one. And good ESG strategy includes all the various sustainability factors such as going green and also companies' efforts on reducing the carbon footprint, and the last we have encouraging diversity.
Okay, now we have came to the end of the presentation. So let me give a brief explanation of ESG accounting. ESG accounting is becoming increasingly important in today's business world. It helps companies integrate environmental, social, and governance factors into their decision-making processes. In ESG helps companies manage risk, enhance their reputation, and improve their decision-making skills as well. ESG accounting helps businesses monitor and measure the impact that they make in the environment, society, and governance practices. ESG accounting helps businesses to take informed decisions and make a positive change in the world. ESG accounting reminds us that success isn't just about money, but also to bring a positive change in the world.
Amazing presentation, guys. I'm sure our audience must have enjoyed this little accounting session. Our next team is going to help us understand the relentless pursuit of success and constant expectations of society that characterizes our daily lives. Let's welcome Team 4 with a big round of applause.
So, good morning to all again. And may I say the phrase, life is like a race. If you don't run fast, you'll be like a broken under. An endless pursuit of work, 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 work. Aren't you tired? Don't you think this is the way? It isn't. We're presenting to you the so-called rat race. Simply defined as the endless pursuit of people who have a job that require them to work relentlessly, effortlessly, and compete with others for what? Wealth, power, status.
Rat race. Rat race is a modern phenomenon that keeps getting worse. So-called process has no govern like a steam engine. It is constantly speeding up, filling up, and supersizing. It is a consequence of a system that pits people each to get ahead. In past, there were no such thing as rat race. People were seen as people and not primarily as consumers. People had to work hard, but work had more meaning. People often stayed in their life. The people often stayed in their job for the rest of their life and mastered skill, which provided them self-esteem and a sense of genuine purpose. If you live in a rat race, you can't be authentic and can't live your life true to yourself. In the field of achieving titles such as doctors, engineers, government officials, and many similar ones are constantly increasing. The problem of rat race is that even if you win the race, you're still a part of a race.
Now, let's hear some causes about the rat race. First and foremost, orthodox society. Today's society, especially India, is orthodox about jobs and status to a great extent. The children in our country is fed up with necessity to have white-collar jobs, or they are remarked as lacking in our society. Second point, family pressure. It is one of the important points that people join the rat race. Every 90% of the parents want their child to earn money and power. At some point they are right, but do you think it is? Because it also affects the child's mental health. And third point is greediness. It is also one of the human instinct that everyone has. No one is satisfied with what they have in their life. Last point is we should not compare oneself with others negatively. It increases the greediness inside us, which also makes us insecure and envious in a wrong manner.
So, moving on to the next topic, I'm here to let you know about some solid facts about this problem. So, here we go. So, according to NCRB data, nearly 13,000 students committed suicide in 2021, which is, I think, is a horrifying jump over compared to 9,000 deaths which were in 2017. And trust me guys, you won't believe me that in 2021, more than 36 students were taking up on their own life every single year due to this problem. And I wish it was all, but that doesn't end here. According to 2021 World Health Organization study, overwork killed more than 745,000 people through strokes and heart attack every single year. So what do you think guys? What were they overworking? Yes, just to achieve their reward G's, or we can say just to get ahead financially and routinely. That's all guys.
So how can I escape it, also known as the matrix? Decide what you want in life. Identify your option Determine your ideal work environment. Be money smart. Those who are good with money are living or planning ahead rather than living today. Pursue a career you love. Identify your goals and career. Carefully think about your goals and for your career. Diversify income stream. By diversify income stream, you can reduce the reliance on any one source and in certain cash flow in less time. Create an emergency fund. By creating an emergency fund,
Ladies and gentlemen, up to this point, we have come to realize that rat race is indeed a major concern for today's society. While it can be a very subjective topic which may not be agreed by everyone, and some might even say that climbing the corporate ladder is the only way of living in today's society. But the truth is, we cannot deny the fact that we live in a future preparatory society where we are made to prepare for things from our childhood to the very end of our adulthood, where our body doesn't work properly. So, is climbing the corporate ladder the only way of living the life? The truth is, we are not sure. But the only way to find out is by trying to live a life that we do not hate every morning when we wake up. So, I would finally like to conclude our presentation with a quote by Jonathan Swift. A person should have money in their mind, but not in their heart. Ladies and gentlemen, those were our 8 minutes. Thank you.
A wise person should have money in their mind but not in their heart. Amazing line, guys. Amazing presentation. Thank you so much. Our next team is here to discuss a critical and sensitive topic. It's an issue that demands our attention, compassion, and collective efforts. So without further ado, let's welcome the last team of this session, Team 5.
A warm good morning to all of you present out here. Today, we are here to present a pervasive and serious topic. What is the first thing that clicks to your mind after you hear the word child abuse? Is it something that a child abuse emotionally or harm mentally? So, let me introduce you what is child abuse. Child abuse is when a parent or a caregiver, whether through their action or failing to act, causes injuries, death, and emotional harm or risk of severe harm to a child. There are many types of child abuse.
First of all of you know the term child abuse. And now I'm going to explain the type of child abuse. And there are 4 examples. The first one is physical abuse. Physical abuse happens when a child has been hurt or injured. And it's not an accident. Physical abuse doesn't always leave a visible mark or injuries. The second one is emotional abuse. Emotional abuse happens when someone's behavior that affects the child's self-worth and emotional well-being. The third one is sexual abuse. Sexual abuse happens when an adult, teenager, or child use their power or authority to involve another child in sexual activities. And the last and fourth one is neglect. It happens when a child's basic need like food, home, personal hygiene not met. That's why the affecting their health and development. And neglect is the most common form of child abuse.
So, children are the world's most valuable resource and the best hope for the future. Thank you, Jayanti, for aware about the types of child abuse. This is me, Anusha, and I will tell you all about the facts and figures of child abuse. First of all, parents are not aware that they emotionally abuse their children. And the second point is, girls are most exposed to sexual abuse and boys to physical abuse. 1/3 of child abuse victims are younger than 9 years old. 3.6 million of child abuse cases reported every year in the USA. Approximately 5 children die every day because of child abuse.
There are 3 types of effect of child abuse on children. The first one is immediate effect. In this, the child has to face physical pain, trauma, distress, emotional distress, anxiety, and depression. And the second effect is long-term consequences. In this, the child has impaired with cognitive development and academics performance and increase in the risk of mental health disorder. For example, depression and PTSD. PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. In this disorder, the person develops some fear of an experience of scary and dangerous event.
And the last one is social and interpersonal challenges. In this, the children is isolate themselves and have difficulty to connecting with peers and have problem in socializing themselves.
We all must have heard about the great saying by Nelson Mandela: the true character of a society is revealed in how it treats its children. Child abuse is not just physical violence directed at a child, it is also any form of maltreatment which is done by adult and which is violent or threatening for the child. There are many cases coming up all over our country where children are being abused. It can be sexual or physical abuse. This is the case where we all are aware of it, but still we hesitate to raise our voice against the violence done at the children. According to the media report carried on 15th May 2023, about 4,50,207 cases of sexual child abuse has been reported this year. Isn't it a huge amount of number? Out of this, only on 3,039 cases, Delhi police has taken action. Of this, 4,47,168 cases are currently still being studied. Have we ever wondered why child labor exists? It is all due to poverty, discrimination, and marginalization in our society. It is not possible for all of us to totally stop child abuse, but at least we can educate others and spread awareness regarding the violence done to the children. If we try, we can create a safer environment for the children, breaking the cycle of abuse and breaking the cycle of abuse and healthier future for generations to come.
Thank you so much, Team 5. I'm sure the insights must have sparked discussion among the crowd. That's all for the first session. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to each one of you for joining us today. We appreciate your attention and engagement throughout this presentation.
I am Priya Prashad from BBA Digital Marketing first year. I hope you all have enjoyed our first half event, and we will continue our second half with same energy and enthusiasm. We promise that we will value your time and your presence here. So far, we have covered BBA ATA in our first half, and we will begin our second half with BBA Entrepreneurship and BBA Global Business. Medicine cure diseases, but only doctor can cure patient. Our next presenter are very much care about our health and availability of our doctors. On that note, please welcome our first team from BBA Entrepreneurship.
विवेक, तुझे याद है ना आज मम्मी को डॉक्टर दिखाने जाना है?
हाँ मुझे याद है, पर मैं मीटिंग में हूँ तो तू ले जाना प्लीज।
अरे ऐसे कैसा, मीटिंग तो मेरा भी है।
बट मेरा इम्पोर्टेंट है, मैं अभी नहीं ले जा सकता, तो प्लीज तू ले जा।
But this is not fair, Vivek.
This is a problem faced by majority of the population. People nowadays are so busy with their work, they forget to look after their loved ones.
And to solve this problem, we have come up with a solution, doctor on call.
So nowadays we are delivering, everything is delivered to our doorstep, like food, clothes, groceries, etc. With this emerging trend, we have thought of an idea, Doctor on Call. Doctor on Call is an app where you can appoint doctor and they will come to our home and do the checkup. So now I'll hand over the mic to my teammate Anshika.
So my teammate Vivek has already mentioned that what our app actually does. But now let's see how does it work. So our app, it works in two membership bases. The first one is the quarterly basis and the second one is yearly basis. So if you take our quarterly package, you have to pay a sum of rupees 499, and if you take this package, you will get one time blood test, one sugar test, one BP test, and one free doctor consultancy. Now let's come to the second package. The second is a yearly package, which is 999. If you take this one, you will get 2 times a year blood test, sugar test, blood pressure, and 2 doctor consultancy. Now this was the basic function which Doctor on Call performed. Apart from this, we also provide other facilities such as you can order medicines from our app and you will get a flat 20% off throughout the year. Then we also provide medical emergency consultancy, which is available 24/7. We also provide ambulance service, which is also available 24/7. We also have blood bank with us, and the most interesting and I think it's a very unique thing, which is outstation checkup. Now you all are wondering that what is this outstation checkup? For example, you are here and you want to take a doctor checkup who is in Chennai. So many of us, like not everyone is that technologically advanced, so they don't know and they get trapped by the brokers and they have to spend much more money than actually what it was required. So if you take the outstation checkup package, here we will arrange all the doctor's appointment, the place where you can stay, your fooding, lodging, everything will be handled by doctor on call. So this is the most unique concept that doctor on call has come up with. Now I would like my teammate Saurabh to come and address our audience that how you can take appointments from our doctor.
Booking appointment in our app is super easy. You just have to open the app, then click on the search button, then type which specialist you want, then you'll have to select the date and time. We are available in the following places: Jaipur, Delhi, Mumbai, and Kolkata. Now I would like to call my mate Mayank to address the USP.
The USP of our startup plan are convenience and 24/7.
Thank you for your patience and
Sorry for the interruption. Now let's look to the lean canvas of doctor on call. So first we have the problem, like what are the problems that the society faces? Number one is time consuming. The physical appointments which we take, this like it consumes a lot of time. The second one we have is geographical constraints. Like, some people still now they stay in such a remote area, they find it very problem to take the appointments from the doctors. The third one is limited availability. There are many doctors in our country who only do a certain amount of checkups every day. For example, there are some doctors who only visits 10 patients a day. So the availability is very limited. The last one is misappointment. I think it has happened with everyone. We once in a lifetime we have always missed appointment of a doctor. So what are the solutions that we have come up with? The one is, the customer segments are elderly people. Doctor on call, they have helped the elderly people. Nowadays, most of us, we stay outside for our work and we have to live behind our old people. So they find it very difficult to go to the doctor and do their checkup. So if they have this kind of app where the doctors can come to their home, I think they are very helpful to that. And the second one is the children. So this are our main customer segment. The third one, USP, which my teammate Mayank have already said, which is it is very convenience and it's available 24/7. Now let's look to the solution. The solutions it is very convenience. Like you can get home service, then elderly care and avoiding infections. Like during the corona, we have seen the people who were not affected by corona, but due to their visits to the hospitals, they were the victims of the corona. So you can avoid infections if the doctor can come to your home. Now the unfair advantage we have is the access to home service. Then the revenue, we get revenue from ambulance service, outstation checkups and the medicines. Now cost structure is our app maintenance, commission to doctors and marketing expenses. Now for the key metrics, we have number of subscriptions, revenue from appointments, and our channels are word of mouth and social network. Now I would like my teammate Vivek to conclude this.
thank you everyone for your presence and time. Now we have come to end our presentation. So if you have any queries, we will love to take it.
Thank you, Team 1, for your thoughtful presentation. It was very much related to our health and day-to-day problems. Service is the rent that we pay for rooms on this earth. Moving ahead, now I would like to call our Team 2 for the presentation. Please welcome them with a round of applause.
Your CV looks quite impressive. So welcome to our company, Zenith. Please have your seat first.
Thank you, sir.
So your CV was really great. So welcome to our company.
Thank you, sir. Sir, actually, I have one query.
Yeah, please.
Sir, actually, I am not from this state. I came from the outside city, and I have not any fixed place to stay. So, if you had any rental service, it will be really helpful for me.
Okay, for that I need to call my PA. Jeet.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any room available for our employees?
Let me check.
No, sir. No rooms are available.
So, do you have any solution for that?
Yes, I have a solution for it. Cozy Nest.
Do you also have the same problem like Aditya faced? Well, we have a solution with this for that. Good morning everyone. We are team 2. We are going to present an innovative app present to you. I am Sneha Goyal and with me
I am Jeet Kundu.
I am Shamik Banerjee.
I am Aditya Upadhyay.
And I am Abhijit Sharma.
So we are here to solve your problem. I know that many of them travel far from doors, hills for this state to get a job or any school services. Well, you have a problem to stay. We have come up with our idea, Cozy Nest, a place where you feel like home.
So as we live, as we face so many problems like related to safety, as there are so many problems like high rental charges that we all face, and accommodation in hygienic problems, just like some dump yard area related where we have got rooms to live. And so for that solutions, I would like to say for some.
So let's talk about security. We will ensure that the building that we assign for you will have a complete security. We will also install CCTV cameras on that particular buildings. Let's come to the hygiene one. We will ensure that daily hygiene is maintained, because if hygiene is good, our health will also be good. Now let's come to the flexibility part of the rent. So if the beneficent is choose for long-term rental service, then that person will get a good amount of discount.
Now for the feature part, we have seamless rent collection. Like if the person who is staying in rent doesn't need to go to the landlord, they can pay through our app or through other services. And there is tenant management. Tenant management means like if a person who is staying in rent not giving his rental price on time, then we can take action and the landlord doesn't have to take action. We can help him. Other user-friendly interface. Our interface is very friendly and you can access it very easily. Efficient maintenance and management. It means that if you have any problem in like staying, we have a feature where you can contact us and we will give maintenance or anything you need, like repair of pipes or any plaster is coming out, you need a repair, we'll give it.
So basically, if you want a premium room, we have two varieties. If you want a premium room, we have two varieties. One is premium and other one is non-premium. In premium, we have the price starts from 25,000 and non-premium varies. You can make your payment UPI, PhonePe, Google Pay, from which you are comfortable, and terms and conditions are applied. Thank you.
And we will also be providing you with the premium route like AC, geyser and all the other facilities that would help you to live. You can also book this online, like my friend said, like sitting in another city or town also you can access our app and you can get on the basis of your capability you can book our rent service or rent PG. With this we conclude with our presentation. We hope that our app will be able to solve all your problems. Thank you.
That was very creative and wonderful presentation. Thank you Team 2 for your presentation. Entrepreneurship is about turning the imagination of what could be into the reality, fueled by unwavering determination and a willingness to embrace the uncertainties of the journey. On that note, please welcome our third team from BBA Entrepreneurship.
In this fast-moving world, we all want success served in our plates, just like we get fast food. But is it possible? No, right? Our nation and youth are highly encouraged by the notion of entrepreneurship. We all want to become an entrepreneur and pitch our business ideas in Shark Tank. But we often fail to understand the backside of the coin as well. Here, today we are to discuss the both sides and understand what it takes to become a true entrepreneur. So let's start, and I would like my friend to continue from here.
There is one called successful entrepreneur named Steve Jobs, and his quotation was, you should never start a company to get rich. Your goal should be to make something that you believe and make a company that will last. And next, my friend.
First, let us understand what is an entrepreneur and what they do.
First stage do market research, finds problem and get solution for the consumer to build a successful business. They need to imagine that they are doing a lot of work day to night. Not like that you are going and sitting for a job 9 to 8 for a few hours in an office. Then we often see impressive folks like Sundar Pichai and so on. We think that we need to become like them, but it's not like that. We need to see the backside of it. The thing which we miss is the success behind a lot of work. There is a lot of work behind their success. It's not like that they are going and sitting. It's like that in the beginning they are giving a lot of things such as their time, the money they have invested, and even if they have taken from the investors, it's a huge mess as they want to think that what they are doing, tell their investors, and so on. Now it will be continued by my friend Diktam.
People in the age group of 45 to 54 are less likely to be an entrepreneur. That is, their probability of becoming an entrepreneur is only 37%. Whereas people in the age group of 25 to 34 are more likely to become an entrepreneur than the people in the age group of 45 to 54. That is, their probability is 72% that they will become an entrepreneur. Whereas people in the age group of 35 to 44 are likely to become an entrepreneur, and their probability of becoming an entrepreneur is 61%. According to the statement, quit your job and start your own business, entrepreneur hype acknowledges only the good effects of entrepreneurship without stating the bad side of it.
We all know that entrepreneurs have to face a huge grind, and it is not an easy task to become an entrepreneur. We all get hyped up by the hype which we are facing in our day-to-day life in the media and in the newspapers. We all see, and to be honest, India has the 83% of workforce which wants to become their own boss. They're quitting their jobs by getting the essence of becoming their own job and want to become successful. But it is not so easy to become successful. To see it, for the road to success, there are very high hustlers. It is a very hustler's journey. You need entrepreneurship is a so challenging job that every day there will be sleepless nights. There will be lot of personal sacrifices, relationship sacrifices, financial risk, and many more. Every day, if you are taking investment from their investors or VCs, there will be a huge trouble on a day-to-day basis. And if you are going all in without thinking much on it or without doing the market research nicely, then you will regret as it will fail. Only 1% of the entrepreneurs succeed in this entrepreneurship journey. Only getting influenced by the notion of your own idea and in your awe of that, yes, my idea is the greatest idea and I will rock it. It doesn't look like that. Many people are self-employed in the journey that I will become my own boss, but they are sitting idly in their home, self-employed, but yet contributing to the unemployed ratio. Moving forward, they should work on the fundamentals. They should see that the market needs that product or not. They should also highly test their products, do the operation viability, do the financial checkups that why this product will go and work in the market. And thirdly, patience is the key. We all want success served in our plate in the second night itself. But it is not like that. You have to work for years and many years. Then only you can go to the Shark Tank and talks and give your pitches like I was the greatest entrepreneur. Main hi hu, jo hu. It doesn't work like that. You have to work for 5 to 6 years minimum and to see the results, because success doesn't come in a day. We have so much experienced audience sitting here. They also know the grind it takes to become successful and earn a single rupee, which our generation doesn't understand. We get influenced by the narrative set by the media or the journalism or the foreign countries. They have the ecosystem, but we not. We are encouraging entrepreneurship, but we should not leave our job in the hype. We should not get influenced. We should take a calculative decision. It is a evolutive bias, which my friend said, that we get influenced by the Steve Jobs of the countries and the Adanis and the Ambanis. why did they succeed? It took them more than 50 years to succeed. If you have read about the journey of Steve Jobs, it was a very hard journey, and that's why I would highly encourage all the interested in the entrepreneurs who want to continue their journey to read books, to listen to the talks of the famous entrepreneurs, and also cherish the journey which they have. And it is not like that job is a evil thing or you should not do it. I'm from a Agarwal family. I'm from a Banya family. People say that you should not do a job. तू तो business ही करेगा ना, तू तेरा पापा का business है. But it doesn't work like that. If you want to work on your own, if you want to build something, then you need experience. If I am not experienced, if I'm not interested in my father's job, in my father's business, then I should work on my own, do business and do the hustle, which it is needed in the today's world. It won't get served in your plate to everyone. Thank you, and we are looking forward for any questions, because it was a very controversial topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Team 3, for your presentation. That was very creative, and we really appreciate your effort for presenting. This was the last presentation from BBA Entrepreneurship. Now I would like to call my friend Ayush to continue with the event.
Thank you, Priya. With Priya, we have ended up with the entrepreneurs. And now let's move ahead with BBA Global Business. With that note, let me call our first team on the stage. Team 1, give a round of applause, everyone.
A very hearty good morning to one and all present over here. Today I am Divya Shrestha from BBA Global Business first year. Meet my team member Sakshi Lama, and today's topic of today's session is Dark Side of Indian Temples. So let's begin with the introduction. India is full of historical temples and incredible architecture. Indian temples are the most beautiful destinations for people and devotees, not only from the countries but also from worldwide, yet not everything inside show the truth. These temples have some dark side as well. Now let's begin with some temples. Corn temples. Corn temples in India are famous for pilgrimage and famous all over India. However, there have been several fraud cases, money laundering, land grabbing involving SCON leaders and members. Many devotees have been exploited and cheated by the organizations, and some have even lost their lives. Mathura Vrindavan Temple. Mathura Vrindavan Temple, even though beautiful, hides darkness behind its lights, thugs all around, untidiness, fraud ready to loot visitors, widows roaming around as beggars about whom no one cares. Now I would like to pass my mic to Sakshi Lama for the next slide.
So, the next slide is Jagannath Temple. Gundicha Temple is believed to be the birthplace of the deities. In this temple, there's a many hidden secrets, and there are some people who just wanted to take the advantages of that place, because there's a lot of things going on in that temple. Some of and police personnel touch the private parts of the woman right there, and the drawback of the caste system is also happening right there. As what she said, there's a lot of hidden secrets in that temple. And what I would say is that, and what I research about the temples is, there's a lot of secrets in the temples. These are Maya and the illusion in that temple, in the temple, hidden secrets and items, and only if you understand them, you can get the next level for it. There are some ancient temple and have their own dark secrets, such as human sacrifice. Like in our ancient time, there's a many people and there's a many ritual which was happening in the temple. Like they are doing the human sacrifice to appear the god. Maya also practiced sacrifice, including the killing of the children. Yet still the beauty hides the darkness in the lights of the diyas and the name of the prayer. Thank you all.
Thank you, Team 1. That was such a thought-provoking performance. Now, I would like to invite our next performer, Team 2, on the stage.
Why to choose diversity in workplace? The main reason for choosing diversity in workplace is that diverse workforce brings together the individuals who have different experience, perspectives, and problem solvings approaches. And this diversity of thought fosters and leads to innovative solutions. And in order to foster it, we need use inclusive language, conduct diversity training, celebrate employee differences, accepting critical feedbacks. Continued by Samfel.
Now let us discuss about why banks and companies need a diverse workforce. Banks and companies need a diverse workforce as it brings a range of creativity, perspectives, and also skills to develop a business setting. It also fosters innovation and creativity. Moving forward, these are the following ways that helps banks and companies in a diverse workforce. Number one, to attract new customers in the community. And number two, it induces creative products for customers. Continued by Bikash.
Now I would like to discuss some of the major problems that faced while fostering a teamwork in diverse environment. The first problem is communication barriers. In a team, there are different members from different backgrounds and different cultures. They have their own different languages. Due to that, in a team, there will be a lack of communication among the team members. For this, the solution what we can come is, we can encourage our team members to talk with the team. The second problem is handling different perspective. In a team, as we all know that there are more than two people in a team. Due to that, there might be have different thoughts from different team members. Due to that, for this the solution what we can come is, we can hire a professional from that particular field, so that he or she can give the valuable feedback to us to get a perfect decision about the given task or the work.
To conclude, fostering teamwork in diverse environment should be a prior concern for the business organization, as it is an ongoing process and it would help the business to grow. There are some benefits that it will give the business organization. Diversity is a competitive advantage and it take your business outcome to a whole new level. And in order to leverage on the advantage, organization need to learn diversity and make it an integral part of their work affairs. Thank you.
Thank you, Team 2. That was a remarkable performance by you. Over to you, Team 3.
The crucial role of technology in modern education is undeniable, as it has revolutionized the way students learn, acquire knowledge, offering unlimited resources, and interact with tools. This presentation will show how technology is empowering the students of the modern age. So here I take a leave. Thank you.
Enhanced learning experience. As we know, technology has really overcome so much in educational process. In this generation, we can learn lots of things just by using our computer as well as projectors. Just by seeing our diagrams, we can learn many other stuffs and even we have got online apps like Google Classrooms, as well as by just we can learn many things from there. Continued by Rupesh Gupta.
So let's talk about challenges and solutions for the importance of technology in education. Technology plays a major role in today's generation, and it also comes with few challenges. One of the major challenges is not all students can get equal access to devices and internet, which can create a digital device. So, however, there are solutions to these challenges, and one of the major solutions for this is government and educational institutions can come together to provide access to technology to all the students from each and every background, so that every student can learn and grow with technology. This initiative can be taken and be helped to institutions can provide laptops, tablets, or can set computer labs in schools and colleges to help other children. Continued by Sanya. Thank you.
Well, we did cross a huge virus this very year. The COVID-19 had left an indelible mark on the educational system. While we were habituated to the classrooms, the physical classrooms, to the blackboards and chalks, we went to classrooms such as online classes, Google Meets and Zoom meetings. Technology helps us in an asynchronization learning, setting geographical ascending the geographical limitations, and this enables the students to have access to the resources from anywhere in the world to anywhere in the world. That's it.
At the end, I would like to conclude by saying that importance of technology in education is undeniable. It enhances learning experience, provides vast pool of information, and promotes interactive and personal learning. It also prepares students for a tech-driven future. Embracing and leveraging technology in education is essential for fostering innovations, adaptability, and lifelong learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Team 3, for sharing your views on technology. With this, we have ended up with the presentations for the day. And now, before concluding, let's take feedback from our beloved parents. I would ask our parents to share their views and thoughts on the presentation. Our volunteers are there to provide you with the mics.
Hi everyone. I like all the program. So I would like to thank that one I like the most is with the entrepreneurship, and with the apps they have come with the cozy home and call the doctor. That one I like the most. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your valuable feedback. I hope that you have found the presentations informative, engaging, and thought-provoking. Now, I would request our esteemed guest, Mr. Rabindra Jain, for sharing his valuable feedback to us.
Love what you do. Do what you love. Love what you do. I find my very old friends here, Vipanjali, they are very old day friends. So life full of moments, passion, enjoy the passion. Right? Whatever the topic you have said, mentioned, I'll just cover in few recording. Follow 3C. What is C? 3C. The first is criticize. Don't criticize anyone, don't waste your energy. You'll be working, you're trying to criticize, it's your energy getting wasted. Your attention getting diverted. So whatever you're doing in your own way. Don't try to criticize someone. सबके अंदर में different concept है, different liking है. Attention to yourself. Try to chisel yourself and show your worth. Second C, comparing. There's a point here in your talk, compare. Don't compare. सबकी जिंदगी में ईश्वर ने हमें जन्म है, कोई काला है, कोई गोरा है, कोई माइंड में कम है. You have to see your own way, and you compare in mirror what you're doing, what you have achieved, what you can do. Keep learning, keep chiseling yourself, keep shining. Right? Very simple ideas. And criticize, compare, complain. Don't waste your energy complaining. See, everyone own way of life. Don't complain. Your energy will be diverted. So please follow 3C. What did you say? What did you say? Criticize, compare, and complain. So these things now completely take your mind. You'll find much lighter, much easier. No tension. You just bring tension. Keep criticize कर रहे हो. Please get it. Don't waste your energy. Then I say always 3D. Discipline. You return discipline. Like 4G, if you have to go morning, to Uganda from Jaipur, 4 o'clock, you are leaving Jaipur, Uganda. You are here. It could be Utsavan, don't bother, you are on time. Discipline. If you are disciplined, your life will be so easy, so smooth. There's no worry at all. Like Gandhi said, come at 9:40, I'm ready by 2 minutes. The discipline you have to maintain in your life. Then secondly, dedication. Dedicate yourself in a mission, in a focus delivery. Dedicate your life. Right? Don't be casual. There's also treatment. Chori karte hai. Page number 37. Don't do that. Dedicate your life with reality. Discipline, dedication, devotion. Devote your life. Devote Gandhiji, devote towards your parents, your family, your studies, your work life, devoted 100%. Right? You see, again, one thing, very practical idea that I like to share with you. Why tension we have? It's we create tension. I joined the company in 69. I wanted to become a engineer, LLB I joined, but then I had to leave the company. I went to Germany for a small course of MBA for 6 months. And 69 I was entered in Facebook, my company I joined. I've been working on last 53 years in a smart better in the country. Hello, I must tell you, I'm 74-year-old man. I'm an engineer, but I did a small course MBA from Germany. But then I took a oath. I do any work, I must before time. Last 53 years, I had created many milestones. Any work I take, for 10 to 15 months, I complete 12 months time. How I do it? There's no magic. It's a discipline. Very first day you take a project, plan. You know, in a construction company, the rains will come, the bump will be there, the shortage of skilled labor will be there, the shortage of material. Very first day you plan, by time is 15 months, I want to achieve in 12 months time. What do you do? The same word in discipline, devotion, dedication. Very first day you start planning yardstick, make baskets for laborers, and material. So tomorrow there's rain, the material is not coming from Barsana anywhere, you have enough material. Then, team by team has got to be good team. Transparency has got to be there. Your engineers, your people must be there. Or be very transparent, very open to everyone. If I come in 12 months' time. And there's no wonder anyone, if you could take up the planning, it will be completed. It's a reality. I have given many demos in the country. It could be Tenda, could be Tejpur, could be Siliguri. Recently, I was going to work in Kavahali, 452 flats, EWS flats. Time was 15 months. I wanted 16 months, less than 15 months. I said, okay, I could complete within a span of 12 months. Can you believe it? We have no material here. It's a planning. Kavahali, Sudhara project, you go and see, it's an example here. You want people to give 4 days time, 1 day's time. They wasted the energy, they wasted the money. What advantage I had? I could say my staff, my message, my card, the 6 card, I could say Chanda. So every puja you have to pay good amount of money. This is what the culture we have. 12 months time I could work. I saved 3 months salary by staff. I paid them 10 lakh per month. I could save the money. My time, I free. But then planning has got to be there. You have been working here, you have been here, anywhere. Practical experience has got to be there. Simple, without criticizing, without complaining, start taking. Take up that. Time is saving, it's your gain. You are beneficial. Economically you are beneficial, and half the better you are. I have been working for different forces. But by time is normally 18 months, I try to complete 12 months time. By the time I have 6 months, the officer of daily they start coming. They say, almost complete, structured it. I won the battle. There's no inspection, they're very happy. They come to my side, they're ready to have a happy face. If I delay, there will be many inspections, there will be many, I don't know, they say, can't be but they will be trying to thrash you. No? So simple, be simple, practical, honest, and passion. Have passion. Passion has got to be there. जज्बा रखो जिंदगी में जज्बा रखो जज्बा पे मेंशन for entrepreneur ask if I'm still working I'm retired I go to social activities I go morning walk every day I go to morning walk I still attend functions I attend my site passion has got to be there you are the future of the country like I must say for example Ninja the passion of the music passion the teaching he's a man you all appreciate, you all love it. Gitanjali is a passion, I find that. So, the passion, simplicity, down to earth. Regarding, I must tell you for example, my son, he joined Amit Agarwal, Jan. I wanted my children to study very well. My son was a topper in Delhi IT. I never wanted myself to be part of my business. It was a different week. We went to Deloitte in 1997 in DC. After 4 years working, we joined Stanford. We ended up Stanford, but then we had to run 4 years time to join MBA. You learn practical experience, majority we get. जब उससे पढ़ते हैं, you have to practical side. जैसे बताया है. So glad I will share all of you. Thank you, Rajni. Thank you here. Thank you.
Now, I would like to request Mr. Firoz Muhammad, Dean School of Design and Media, for his wise words of wisdom.
I was wondering for what? Why I am being invited, sir. Thank you very much for gracing the occasion. We are very happy that you are here, and your wisdom and your insights will take us too far. Thank you, sir. InSkills, Gitanjali ma'am, Dinesh sir, I have been sitting here looking at the presentations, hearing them, practical and solution-based presentations. Thank you very much for encouraging our students and taking them this far. Looking forward for more. And thank you, parents, for taking time out of your busy schedule. Please be with us, and we will never disappoint you. Thank you very much. Have a very good afternoon. We see you again. Thank you. Thank you.
We would be honored to have your insights and reflections, sir. Your perspective would add an invaluable depth to the occasion. I would like to request our most beloved faculty and more of a guardian to us, Mr. Dinesh Tiwari, for his vote of thanks.
Respected parents, our dearest Zain sir, dear faculties, and all the students. So this marks the end of the first day of our 4 days first impression event. This is, we are celebrating as a culmination of our first course in this program. So I'll take this occasion a little time to share with you the thought process behind InSkills. So होता क्या है कि हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम ऐसा बन गया है कि हम स्टूडेंट्स को बोलते हैं तुम एक कमरे में बंद रहो, अकेले जो किताब में जो लिखा हुआ है वो घोटो, रटो और अकेले जाके एग्जाम में लिखो। और जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है वो उसको गोल्ड मेडल देता है जो अकेले ये सब करता है। तो सबसे ज्यादा जो अकेले रह सकता है, सबसे ज्यादा जो अकेले वो घोट सकता है, सबसे ज्यादा जो अकेले एग्जाम में ऐसे ढक के लिख सकता है, उसको हम उसके सीने में गोल्ड मेडल दे देते हैं। लेकिन उसके बाद जब वो उस एजुकेशन सिस्टम से बाहर जाता है तो कोई भी ऐसा काम नहीं होता जो अकेले किया जा सकता। Not even a single thing can be done alone. So ये बहुत बड़ा structural flaw है. This is a very big flaw in the way education has been designed. So with that realization, when we formed the idea of InSkills, we wanted to make it a playground. We did not want to make it a classroom. So it is a playground in which we do not teach. We create a learning environment where they learn with enthusiasm, with fun, and not even knowing that they are learning. Our aim is to make a platform where they do not realize that they are being forced to learn. So we have put a lot of thought process into what kind of values do we reinforce. तो हमने सबसे पहले ये सोचा कि हम इंडिविजुअल सक्सेस को रिवॉर्ड नहीं करें। आज तक कोई भी इंसान ऐसा नहीं हुआ दुनिया में जो अकेले बहुत इंटेलिजेंट होने के कारण सक्सेसफुल रहा है। कोई भी ऐसा इंसान नहीं हुआ दुनिया में जो अकेले बहुत हार्डवर्किंग होने के कारण सक्सेसफुल रहा है। तो ये जो एलिमेंट है, ये जो क्रूशियल फैक्टर है जो हमें लगा कि मिसिंग है, तो हमने कोशिश किया। ये हम क्लेम नहीं करना चाहते इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू कि हम इसको लाने में सक्सेसफुल हुए हैं। अगर हो पाते 5-6 महीने में, तो ये तो 3000-4000 years of education में हमने कोई बड़ा revolution कर दिया होता. We don't want to claim, but we have tried to come up with a format, with a platform where we hand over the onus, the responsibility and leadership of self-growth to them. ताकि उनको भी रियलाइज हो कि हम अब एडल्ट्स हैं और हमारा ग्रोथ का जिम्मेदारी मेरे पेरेंट्स का, मेरे टीचर्स का नहीं है. So our only aim once they go through this program is to make them realize that मेरा ग्रोथ का जिम्मेदारी मेरा ही है और मेरे सक्सेस में बहुत सारे लोगों का साथ रहेगा. उनका साथ जुटा पाना सबसे बड़ा स्किल. That is what we try to reinstate through the values on which we have based this playground for them. And whatever you have seen here today, that is a reflection of that. इनमें कई ऐसे बच्चे हैं जो पहली बार जब हाथ में माइक पकड़ा तो वो कांप रहे थे, जिन्होंने जिंदगी भर आज तक माइक पकड़ के बोला नहीं था, आज तक खुद की आवाज को माइक से गुजरते हुए उनके कानों में वो पड़ी नहीं थी. इनमें कई ऐसे बच्चे हैं जब उनको हमने स्टेज में खड़ा किया तो हफ्ते दर हफ्ते 5 वीक्स 6 वीक्स तक एक शब्द नहीं उसने बोला. लेकिन हमारा वैल्यू सिस्टम में है, इट डजंट मैटर, यू विल ग्रो एट योर ओन पेस. हम तुम्हें फोर्स नहीं करेंगे, हम तुम्हें हाथ पकड़ के घसीटेंगे नहीं. जब तुम्हारे पैर में कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा तुम दौड़ोगे, और जो कॉन्फिडेंस लाने में तुम टाइम ले रहे हो वो टाइम लगेगा. नोबडी कैन रेस अगेंस्ट टाइम. हम उनको यही सिखाते हैं कि डू नॉट कंपेयर योरसेल्फ विद एनीबडी एल्स. ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल is a result of the unique background, is a result of the unique set of experiences that you have come through, and each and every individual will be fighting a battle that is unique to you. दुनिया में कोई भी स्टैंडर्डाइज टेस्ट नहीं है एग्जाम, स्कूल्स के बाहर, कॉलेज के बाहर. लाइफ में कोई भी स्टैंडर्डाइज टेस्ट नहीं है. लाइफ में किसी का सक्सेस का बेंचमार्क, एक इंसान का बेंचमार्क दूसरे इंसान के साथ कंपेरेबल नहीं है. तो इसीलिए इट इज योर ओन इंडिविजुअल जर्नी, इट इज योर ओन इंडिविजुअल ग्रोथ, इट इज योर ओन इंडिविजुअल पेस, एंड इट इज योर ओन रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. तो ये वैल्यूज के साथ हम इनके साथ हैं, एंड they have shown tremendous improvement in last 4 months that they have been with us. And इन लोगों ने, इनके टीम वर्क ने, इनके मेहनत ने हमें बहुत कुछ सिखाया है. तो हम और 2.5 years that they are with us, we learn a lot with them. And thank you so much for parents. आप लोगों की अच्छी परवरिश का ये नतीजा है जो ये टीम वर्क यहाँ पे करते हैं और हमें भी सिखाते हैं, और हम इनके साथ साथ एनर्जाइज, इंकरेज होते हैं. थैंक यू फॉर टेकिंग आउट योर टाइम, एंड once again really well done to all our InSkillers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. If I am standing here in front of the audience, it's only because of you. Without your support and guidance, I haven't made it. And with that, we come to an end of this memorable session. Each one of you has offered a unique perspective, added invaluable and ignited a spark of curiosity in all of us. With this, the first chapter of First Impressions ends here. Thank you for being a part of such a remarkable journey. I highly appreciate your presence. Your presence has made this event even more successful. Now, I will seek a request of everyone to make their way for the refreshments. Our volunteers are there to guide you and continue the journey of learning and exploring. Thank you and have a great day ahead.